Hello, guys. Welcome again to another exciting episode of the Unfiltered World podcast show. Today, we are answering the question most people have been asking a lot. Who are the founding fathers of the EFF political party? Open quote. Adriano Mazzotti and Said are the ones who gave the EFF money to register with the IEC and contest the 2024 general elections when Floyd Shivambu and I did not have the money. Mazzotti came to me and said the money has been paid. We are proud of our association with him and more said, close quote. Those are the words of the one and only, the son of the soil, Julius Malema, the founding, or the so-called founding, uh, yeah, the founding member of the EFF, okay? Allegedly. Now let's continue. The EFF party was founded in July 2013 by Julius Malema, Floyd Shivambu, and Dalimpofu. Okay, I guess that does answer the question. Now, AfriForum CEO Kallie Kriel, Kriel, has called for the EFF leader to be arrested following his affidavit to the Madlanga Commission. Malema confirmed the EFF received startup funding from businessman Adriano Mazzotti, but denied any wrongdoings, insisting the donations were publicly disclosed. Okay? So, from what I have just read, it seems like allegedly Mr. Julius Malema himself do agree that maybe somehow he is incriminating himself by acknowledging the fact that he did receive the money from Adriano Mazzotti. As you all know what is going on currently at the Madlanga Commission, that could go either way. Maybe Julius Malema could become, or maybe could be added to, in fact, no. Like, that has been done already. Julius Malema, it is more than imminent for him to go to prison, okay? By the look of things, it seems like Julius Malema is losing because he contradicts himself quite a lot. So, from what I have just read, even if you go to Twitter, known as X in our days, or maybe you can go to Google, what I've just read, you'll find it there. It's a public information to a point whereby I even came across a picture of which that picture was shown to the public from the Madlanga Commission, okay? Whereby Julius Malema, Adriano Mazzotti, and all of these accused individuals were there at the table eating together. It seems like they were having it wasn't like, it was just a special occasion, okay, if you may call it. So, like, the story goes even like way deeper because like there's a lot on that story. Like there's a lot that was happening on that day. Okay, to a point whereby uh, the detective, I guess, he is the detective, Mr. Khan, General Khan. Okay, he's not a detective. Okay, I made a mistake there. He is a general. Okay, general of the SAPS, if I do remember correctly. Okay, he was supposed to be investigating a crime, of which he, like, the very people he was supposed to investigate, they were unfortunately his co-accused. So my take is these people are and have been for quite some time been working together. God knows for how long, but that's a story for another day. But you know what? I'm going to dive in deeper into the story so that I can get to the bottom of it. Maybe to the core of it, okay? Not exactly the bottom of it, because the story has not been concluded. It's an ongoing story, okay? So I'm going to go deeper into it, maybe on the second episode, so that like even if you wasn't like even if you didn't listen the first show, but you will be able to understand what is going on, and you will be able to catch up by the time I introduce a second episode from this episode. Okay, it's going to be an extended version of this episode so that you can get a clear picture of what is happening. Okay, who might be arrested, who will be arrested should things eventually, okay, as we all know, there is like it's very imminent for, like, at this point, like my point of view is saying that even like my gut is saying that Julius Malema might be, like, he really might be arrested, okay, and to a point whereby even his, like, as I've just told you, it's my opinion. It's my opinion, and these are my words. The EFF party should be closed. It should be closed because from the very beginning, the EFF party, it was founded, like, it was founded, yes, in a good way, but its purpose, it was wrong. Its purpose, it was to deceive the majority. And yes, they did succeeded. So what more damage can be done? Long term, maybe 5 to 10 years later on, maybe things will be even in a dire situation whereby, let's imagine a situation whereby these people, they get to be in control. I'm talking about the presidential seats. Like, as we have witnessed, as I'm talking to you right now, the past 34 years, maybe 35 years of the ruling party, ANC, okay? In the meantime, these people, they were all over the place in a very stupid way, okay? I'm sorry to say this, but in a stupid way, because nothing is, like, they're doing nothing. Like, nothing is getting done on time. Like, they are destroying. These people, they are destroying, okay? Now, take a look at the political party like the EFF being in power with such a leader, a deceiving leader as Julius Malema. Because now, my point of view and my judgment is simple. A political party such as the EFF is no longer something that we as a public can trust. I'm not saying we do trust the ANC. No, we don't. I'm not saying we do trust the DA. We don't. And do we care? No, we don't. We simply don't care. But at some point, yes, we should play the ball because the game is on. So we should play the game. How are we supposed to play the game? We have to go there and vote. Okay? We have to go there and vote. In fact, I do encourage a lot of young people and a lot of people in South Africa to go there and vote, participate. Because we don't want to see, or we don't want to witness a future whereby we are being led by criminals. Criminals, they are not good. The only thing they do is to take everything away from us, make whatever we have produced theirs, and their families, okay? And what is left for us? Nothing, just crumbles. So, what am I saying? I'm saying inside all these South African political parties, there's a big problem. Corruption, mafias, killings, everything is happening that is wrong, being done and probably being paid off by the very same people in power, politicians. Now, how can we fix the problem if we, the people, keep on voting for the very same people? We can't. Now, back to the story, Julius Malema. How can we trust a deceiver? How can we trust someone who associates himself with criminals? Shouldn't we, as a public, suspect that he is also participating? So his participation incriminates him. In other words, he is part of the problem. Or perhaps he is the problem, the main problem, because how can a criminal be an MP? Someone who makes rules. A criminal. Someone who is tagging along with crime, criminals, syndicates, whatever you may call them, mafias. Remember that Mr. Mkwanazi once said, a criminal can never be a friend with a policeman. Close quotes, okay? He wasn't lying, because if someone is one way or the other is associated, or he himself associates himself with bad people, he then will be corrupted by the same gang activities, therefore making him or his participation like, in simple words or in simple terms, he is not different than those people. Therefore, we may say he is also a crime, maybe a crime gang, maybe a gang leader, or maybe a mafia leader. But either way, it's the same thing, because he is there, a front, a page, a face. So if it was in the USA, probably the AFF would have been closed, maybe shut down, because it's clear that it's not a political party that should or supposed to be voted by the people, because it is by any means deceiving its own people. If you are able to deceive your people with high level of confidence, that makes you nothing, or it makes you no better than a con artist. So the question is, who are you serving? Are you serving the public, or are you serving your own interest? Please stay tuned for the next episode if you do want to find out more, because I have more news to come regarding the issues of the EFF and the issues of Julius Malema in particular. So please stay tuned for the next episode. See you on the next episode. I'm your host, Tabiso Wiseman Zulu. Catch me on Google. You know the number. You may dial the number if you have any stories to tell, or if you may have any, or if you feel like you have something to say. Not necessarily that I should give you my personal number, but yeah, it's. I'm just trying to wrap up. Okay. Good night. Bye bye. See you on the next episode.